Friends, welcome back to The Generous Poor. Grab a coffee or a mocktail if you're fancier than me today, and let's dive in. We're cash stuffing $850 from my Overflow, and before we even look at that money, we're going to be unstuffing my credit card purchases and taking that money back to the bank. Because listen, if I spend it on my card, the money needs to go back and do its job. All right, so let's talk about the week. Actually, let's talk about the month, because May has been a lot. We just moved my oldest son into his first apartment in the city, and I have to say I was emotionally and financially unprepared for what a trip to Home Goods with your firstborn can do to your soul and your budget. It's insanity. Nothing prepares you. So, and if that wasn't enough to make me weepy, this weekend our middle one graduates from college, and I'm extremely proud of him, but also I have just been buying cards after cards after cards after cards for a lot of people. So here's what we're doing today. I track all of my credit card purchases on my envelope tracker, which I have actually transferred because this is so messy. I wipe this down when we're done, and I put it right back into my wallet. So what I did is I put it on my expense tracker, and what we'll do is we'll go through this and we'll take out the envelopes that I still have in my wallet. We'll put my wallet off to the side. I keep these in my wallet, and then as I use the cash and empty my envelopes, I put them back into my Overflow binder. So let's empty this now. Sorry about that. My dog just barked. So we will go through this list and go start with groceries. So groceries is $139. Whoops. Hopefully you can see that. And $21 and $133. It was a big spend week. And let me grab my cash tray. Because we were moving out and doing all the things, and so we used a lot of money. 1, 2, 50, 70, 90, 5. Actually, we just need 93. So 1, 2, 50, 70, 90, 1, 2, and 3. So we'll put that over here. We might have to move this back. And so now we have left, we have $6 left in grocery, which I knew we had a lot. It's been, with everybody home, my youngest is home from college, that we are going through a lot of groceries. Boys can eat. I guess everybody can eat, really. Groceries, and groceries. Okay. So dining out is 105. So we should have 105. But I have a feeling, I had a feeling that I did not. So we are going to take, we're going to take 5 from buffer, but I'm going to take that in a second. Date night. So I'm actually going to not cross that off yet, but date night, we're going to take out 62, 50, 61. So we have 61. I went over in some of my categories, obviously, so I will also take that from buffer. So I am owed $5 from buffer. So I'll put that in here. Take this, and then I owe $5 for dining out, and then let's see if we have $4. Yep, we do. So we'll take $1 and put that back into buffer to even out our date night, or I'm sorry, our dining out. I'm sorry, it is date night. So that goes back into buffer. So now we have cleared this one, and this one. And those should be checked. And then Lori, I spent money at Costco, not on groceries, but things for my son. And it was 163. So we have 200 minus 163. So he's owed 37. So we have 100, 50, 50. Let me grab 30. I don't put Pearl in my wallet. Pearl is our Siberian Husky, and she stays in my Overflow for her food. So I'm going to take 30 out for Pearl. Let's put that over there. So 20, 30. So Pearl is done. I just don't carry around her an envelope in my wallet because we buy her food once a week, and I just don't want to carry around empty envelopes. So now I owe myself $37 back into my Lori envelope. So it's going to be 20, 30, 5. And let me get change for this other 5. I have a change. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will take this 5 and put it back into my kind of bank, if you will. So we'll put that back. And now Lori's getting 37 change. So 20, 35, 36, and 37 goes back to Lori. Whew, this week was a big spend week, a lot. It's hard because, you're moving people in and out, and you don't have a kitchen set up yet, or he doesn't have a kitchen set up, so we were buying food and different things like that. So we did spend more than we wanted to. So let's count this up. 139 plus 5 plus 100 plus 62 plus 21, 133, 30, and 163. So we should have $653 if we did this right, which I hope we did. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's write this here. 653. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 400 minus 200 and 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3 minus 53. So that is 0. So that is exactly the right amount going back to the bank. So now I will put this back into my wallet, and I will move this over here, and then let's move this out. My back to the bank envelope is in my Overflow binder right here. So bank deposit. So this will go back to the bank tomorrow. And we'll put that in there. And now we are done. So this evened out. So this worked out perfectly. So I will put this off to the side. I will wipe my tracker clean. And I actually don't think that we need our calculator anymore. But now, let's grab, so this is my budget binder. And this was my paycheck for week 3. So now we will move on to my wallet for May number 4. So groceries, dining out, I'll just household, date night, Lori, giving, and buffer. Pearl also gets her $30, but it stays in the Overflow, so I can put that here, but it's for Overflow, so we did use it. So let's grab our wallet. And groceries, we'll just put this right here. Groceries got $375 last week. And we have $6 left. So we spent $369. So we have $6 left. And so I will actually, let me grab my Overflow binder, because I'm just going to add this to my, I'm just going to put it in here. So we're not doing a bunch of steps. So we'll put the 5 in. With the kids home from college for the summer, I am rolling over whatever's in my wallet into my Overflow, so that I just have extra. Dining out got, let's see, dining out got 100, and we spent 100, and there's 0 remaining. We'll put these over here. Buffer, we're kind of out of, the categories are out of sorts, but 1, 2, 3, 4 we have left over, and it looks like buffer got 50. So we spent 46. So we will put that in the buffer. I'm thinking about maybe when the kids go back to school, that my overflow, or the money, the money that I have left over from the week, is going to go into my 100 envelope challenge. So I think I'm going to be doing that, but right now, no. So household got 50. Let's see, date night got 75. Lori got 100. And giving got 20. And Pearl got 30. So date night, we spent 75. We have nothing left. Looks like the only envelope left is Lori. And we have 20, 35, 36, 37. So we have $37 left over. So that means that we spent 63. Household spent 50. There's 0. Giving, I always like to spend all of my giving. And Pearl, we spent all of it as well. So this goes into Lori. Let's grab this. I mean, this month has just evaporated. It is going by at the speed of light. So now Lori in the overflow has 50, 100, 50, 70, 90, 200, 10, 15, 16, 17. So 217. But we will be taking some of this out to stuff my week number 4, because we are paid bi-weekly. So now let's look here. We have 6 plus 37 plus 20 plus 4. So we only had $67 left over. Last week we had 143. I feel like that always happens in my week number 2. So we will put this weekly wallet tracker back off to the side. I will do this, and actually I'm going to need my amounts. So now we will grab, I'm going to move my, I don't need my cash tray, and I will grab, so like I said before, we'll move this over. I put the extra, as I use the cash from my wallet, as the envelope's empty, I just tuck them in here and keep them in this, because I don't like to carry around things that I don't need to use. So groceries, dining out, I'm just trying to put these in order. Dining out, household, I think we used. So the household, Lori, date night. I'm just putting them in order so that I can restuff them. Kindness. And business, I don't stuff anymore. So I keep it in my overflow. It doesn't make sense to keep it in my bag. So groceries is going to get $3.75. So we got 1, 2, 3, 50. 50, 65, 6, 7, 8. Actually, do I have a 20 in here? 50, 60. You know what? We'll just put in 50, 65. It looks like we're owed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll just do that. So that is for groceries. So it's nice to start the week with a fresh set of money. My son, my middle one, graduates from college tomorrow, and it's going to be nice to have this ready for him, or, you know, groceries all set. So there is that. Dining out is going to get 100. So now dining out in the overflow has 110, 11, 12. I just want to kind of keep this overflow padded while everybody's home this summer, because I just don't know what's going to be going on. Friends coming over. It's our first summer where everybody's working and doing different things, so I just want to make sure that we have all of our bases covered. So household is going to get 50, and now in overflow it has 25, 26, 27, 28. I think my dog might bark at me again. She's been a little bit... We had a service guy out today for our refrigerator, and we had to put her in our crate, and she has not been happy ever since. So 50, 100. Lori is getting 100. And so Lori in the envelope has 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 15, 16, 17. So 117 in overflow. And different things that I bought for my son for his apartment, I took out of my personal this week. So now this goes into... Okay, and now date night gets 75. So 50, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now overflow has 50, 100, and 20. And my wallet for the week has 75. Does anybody else feel like everything is just like crazy right now on like another level? Pearl is going to get 30, but I'm going to keep it in here because I usually just put her, so I'm going to tuck this Pearl envelope in here, but I usually buy her food on my credit card, so I don't need to stuff my envelope. And then giving is going to get 20. This is going to be a quick unstuffing and stuffing video this week. It usually is on our second week. And then business gets 50, but I'm going to keep that in here. I don't know where my... Oh, here it is. So business will just stay in here. And then buffer is going to get 50, which it seems like I've been using my buffer a lot. So now buffer has 120, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 125 in buffer. It feels like it's going to be the summer of buffer. I'm trying to allocate and kind of see what's out there, but sometimes you just can't see around those corners. So that is going to do it for my wallet. Let's put this right back in here. It feels good to be stuffed up. And we will close this up. And here's the big takeaway from my week is, we'll put this right back here. Life doesn't wait for your budget to be perfect. It just shows up with milestones, moving boxes, and mom, do we have any snacks for me and my 10 friends who now are adult male? At least in my house because I have 3 boys. But when you've got a system, even a simple one, even when you dip into your buffer or your, you'll see next week when we get our first paycheck of June, that I made my envelopes for summer, spring, winter, and fall, because our midlife looks a little different than everyone else's. We're not stuffing for camps and Halloween parties and picking up things like that. I'm wanting to stuff for moments, for things that we want to do in the season, and I want to make sure that I'm showing up prepared for things that are not planned. So even when you have a simple system, it helps you show up. Not stressed, not scrambling, just showing up with peace and maybe a backup granola bar from your buffer. So that is it for me today. I hope to see you Saturday for some cozy savings games. And don't forget, this is more than about envelopes. It's about building a life that feels good to live, $1 at a time. Happy Friday.